Hello everyone, welcome to the Open Mind channel. Hollywood isn't just a factory of dreams, beneath the glamour lies a machine complicit in manufacturing a consent for war. For decades, the US government has quietly partnered with the film industry to produce propaganda and disguise it as entertainment, shaping public opinion and justifying violence on a massive scale. A partnership between Hollywood and the US government solidified during World War II. The Office of War and Information worked directly with studios to produce film that framed war as a noble fight against evil. These movies didn't just inspire patriotism, they deliberately oversimplified complex conflicts and dehumanized the enemy side. It is important to note that this was not a mild collaboration, however, it was a thoroughly calculated form of mass manipulation. The government recognized Hollywood as a tool to control the narrative, ensuring Americans saw war not as a tragic failure of diplomacy, but as a necessity and a heroic endeavor for those involved. It was also famously stated by Elmer Davis, a former director of the United States Office in War and Information, the easiest way to inject propaganda ideas into most people's minds is to let it go through a medium of entertainment, pictures where people do not realize they are being propagandized. As the Cold War began, Hollywood became a compliance and spreading paranoia about communism. Sci-fi films like The Invasion of Body Snatchers and thrillers like The Manchurian Candidate reflected government propaganda portraying communism as an insidious threat lurking within the shadows of American democracy. Under the guise of entertainment, these films played a critical role in justifying American intervention abroad within Vietnam and Latin America by turning political ideologies into faceless monsters. Hollywood absolved America of its role in creating and perpetuating global conflicts that affected the lives of millions of individuals. Today, the relationship between Hollywood and the military is quite normalized and insidious. The Department of Defense runs a dedicated entertainment office offering filmmakers access to military resources and equipment such as planes,
Ladies and gentlemen.
ships, tanks, and other personnel, but only if their script aligns with what the Pentagon approves of. The Pentagon's responsibility is to review the script line by line. Any depiction of military failure distant within the ranks or the cost of human lives during war is removed. What remains is a statinized, hyper-glorified portrayal of war designed to boost recruitment and public support. One of the movies that is funded by the Pentagon is Top Gun. Films like Top Gun aren't harmless blockbusters, they are propaganda tools. After its release, Navy recruitment spiked 500%. Hollywood isn't just complicit, it is actively shaping who goes to war and why. War is quite brutal, messy, and devastating, but you wouldn't know that from Hollywood's version. Instead of confronting the human lives lost, films like The American Sniper and Zero Dark 30 glorify American soldiers while erasing the sufferings that the civilians had to endure within the crossfire of these real-world conflicts. What's even worse about this is some films actively try to justify war crimes. Zero Dark 30 portrays torture as an effective tool for obtaining information, despite the overwhelming evidence suggesting otherwise. This isn't just irresponsible of the filmmakers and directors, it is quite dangerous to the American public. Hollywood isn't just telling stories, it's shaping history to serve the interest of the state. These narratives normalize violence and shield those in power from accountability. It is important to know Hollywood's reach is quite global, and so is its damage. American war films dominate international markets. These films erase the voices of those most affected by war, the people in the countries that America also invades, and also American soldiers themselves, who deal with PTSD after confronting large amounts of trauma. When Hollywood paints the US as the savior of the world, it not only distorts reality, but it undermines the sovereignty of these nations. It's a cultural imperialism masquerading as entertainment. As viewers, it is important for us to not ignore these collaborations with the military. Every ticket sold to glorified war movies is an endorsement of propaganda. It is up to us to question these narratives and to demand these films to tell us the truth, or we can at least look for it ourselves.
For what? Arresting me for what? I'm not allowed to stand up for myself? I thought this was America. Huh? Isn't this America? I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
Hello everyone, welcome to the outro of my video. I apologize for not posting more frequently. I've just been dealing with some stuff. I've been looking for work, also dealing with some university stuff. So if you guys liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And I also hope you guys had a great New Year's and, did all of your holiday stuff well. And yeah, that's pretty much it.